Hey guys, what's going on here? Brady from Elite Weather Forecast, and I think y'all know what I'm going to talk about, and that's Dorian. Quickly before I talk about Dorian, though, uh, we got a tropical storm now, tropical depression, Aaron, that is currently producing some very heavy rain. So just be aware if you live in New England, the potential for up to as much as a half a foot there of rain is up for some regions. So now coming back to Dorian, as this is the major situation that should be talked about. So, we'll put on past track as well so you can see the history of this storm. It's been quite a long history, as it's been an up and down ride for sure, but right now we're going up to the top of the roller coaster for sure. Not quite there, but we're approaching that top. And currently 85-mile-an-hour winds. That wind field is steadily growing, slowly growing, and has it forecasted as a major hurricane for Florida at around Saturday and Friday. Friday to be a major hurricane, I think will happen earlier, and I'll show you why some of the models think so too, even though they're a little old, but I think they're jumping onto the right path given the fact that they're a little bit more accurate than some others have been pressure-wise with the storm for sure, as it's a 986 pressure right now. No models were indicating it would be a 986 pressure by any means right now. So that's a little concerning for sure. As we continue to track Dorian, lots of people are interested. What is going to happen with this storm? Well, we're in for, I think, maybe one of the largest hurricanes of the century. We could potentially be. Again, there's some factors still that are playing into this, but the potential is there, and about to show you why. Here with some of the models, you can see Aaron making its impact for New England there, and then look at Dorian slide its way up. This is a GFS model. Look at it. Look when it has it being the same pressure, one pressure difference, all the way until about a couple hundred miles off the coast from the Bahamas. It's already a 986. This is 60 hours out from now. It's already a 986. That should be a red flag immediately. Again, of course, the storm can decrease in strength at times if it goes over land, over the Bahamas, but there's still a lot of red flags for this storm, and a lot of concern. A lot of concern, I would say, is rising for many people. Here, take a look at the GFS here. Show you the rainfall wise. Very heavy rain. No matter where you live in Florida, there's a good chance you're going to feel the impacts from this storm, no matter where you live. So I would expect anywhere from Florida to Georgia, South Carolina, really the whole Gulf Coast should be prepared as well in case it just goes over land and hits the Gulf Coast. As you can see here, the wind's maxing out at 107 knots. It's about close to 120 miles an hour roughly. It's about a Cat 3. It's a good Cat 3, weaker Cat 3 hurricane, but the pressure on that, 968, that's going to be lower. A lot of confidence in that I have. Not a good thing, but it's just some of these models are starting to indicate, and based on the current pressure drop that's happened in the last 6 hours, I think for sure we are looking at something a little stronger than some of these models have been predicting. As you can see here, not going for something incredibly strong. Again, this is 12Z, so this is a while ago from the Canadian model. This is a little old, so I'll actually kind of disregard this, as it's strengthened a lot more since these came out around 12 to 1 o'clock. So this is what I want to show you right here. Again, this is concerning, but I have to show you this. And it may not be 100% accurate, but as you can see, 24 hours now, already having it at 976. And why does that not surprise me? Because look what the pressure it has it. It's about 3 hours now. It's about as spot on as any of the models have been indicating, and even then it's 7 millibars higher, but it's going to quickly strengthen a lot more, and the winds are a little higher. So this is about as close as we've seen. And look at these winds just rapidly increase here. And again, a little bit might run into some wind shear, as you can see it increase again. But look at this now just start to take off pressure-wise And wind-wise, we got a Cat 3 on our hands now, and we're approaching Cat 4 pretty soon. We're now at Cat 4. This is about 54 hours from now, so this is a little over 2 days from now. So this is, give or take, Friday morning, I want to say. Yep. And, I mean, this is just a strong hurricane. And look at this. Decrease again a little bit, and then take off. Cat 5. Cat 5. Alert. Alert, Florida. Cat 5 potential's there, and look at that. If you don't know how strong that is, if you don't know that number right there, that's almost 200 miles an hour. And look at the pressure, 917. That's a classic Cat 5 strength. And given the pressure, that's just about how much you can max out on winds. And I'm not sure if that's wind gusts, but I'm pretty sure that's sustained winds. I'm not 100%. You can leave a comment down below if you know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's sustained winds. So this is just all a little too much concerning for me. Looking at this, take a look at our next model. Very similar. It's a kind of a spin-off model from the HWRF. This is the P1, and as you can see, it's getting that same strength as well. A little bit more off the coast of Florida, but that's about 195 miles an hour. So that's just an incredible strength. Incredible. If you don't know how to do the knots calculation, it's 1.15 times the amount to get that miles per hour. And then look at it. Still, I mean, that's almost a Cat 3 hurricane, and it's made landfall for how long? Makes landfall, let's say, right about here. I mean, that's not decreasing much, and that's about 18 hours or so, and that's a little concerning. I'm not gonna lie. That's definitely a big decrease, honestly, but a little concerning about the slow movement of this storm. Again, that's a very big concern. Take a look at a little bit side model here. Get a little much closer in depth. It's already made landfall here, but as you can see, this model taking off as well, not the same proportions at all. But as you can see, this is a strong Cat 3 hurricane. So even a strong Cat 3 hurricane would leave catastrophic effects on Florida. So I've seen a lot of things that are very concerning with this storm, but I think this model, again, this is probably jumping the gun a little bit. I don't know if we'll see this, but you can't rule it out. You can't rule it out. This is a little concerning, but I mean, that's just incredible, that rainfall. You can see the outer bands too. I mean, wow. You can't really, it leaves me almost speechless. The rainfall and the wind with that storm. I can't get a total precip, but I mean, that's about as strong as you can get with hurricanes. Almost 200 mile an hour winds. Again, guys, I'm going to try and do a couple more updates, a few more updates. I'm going to try and do as many updates as I can until Dorian is no longer a concern for the U.S. But you just got to keep in mind that this is a powerful hurricane. It's going to turn into a powerful hurricane. And whatever the National Hurricane Center puts out, just be prepared for 10 miles an hour above that, 20 miles an hour above that. Be prepared for that. Every time you see something they put out, be prepared for more. Whatever you think is going to happen, think of the worst case scenario. This is a very deadly situation that could happen. If it's playing out like the HWRF is, maybe not on the same level. Let's say this comes out as a very strong Cat 4. It's going to be a very dangerous situation. So just keep in mind, Florida, the southeast coast, anywhere along the Atlantic, in the Gulf, just be safe, as this storm is looking to make a major impact for the U.S. Peace out, guys. Stay safe.